For students, traveling on campus can be a hassle, whether it's skateboards, bicycles, or even hoverboards. But for Ripstick Guy, we want to know what makes him fly. Dogs are considered fun, loyal, and energetic. For Storm the Pit Bull, we unleash her story in this Bobcat update. Whether they're soaring through the air or strutting the rails at the Texas Ski Ranch, the Texas State wakeboarding team makes a splash in this week's Bobcat update.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Ripstick Guy, a biochemist major and senior at Texas State University, also known as Connor Tremalu.
I was born in San Antonio, Texas in 1993, so I'm a good 22 years old.
Tremalu says he chose to come to Texas State because it was the most beautiful campus he had ever seen.
Well, again, the campus is just absolutely wonderful. And, well, really, it's a personal thing. The hills are just my absolute favorite. So, yeah.
After graduation, Tremalu says he wants to do research for drug development to find out which drugs are good for certain diseases.
As a profession, I'd like to be a researcher. Really does not matter what institute. I just want to get into the thick of things as far as scientific development.
Tremalu has his sights on a company titled MAPS in hopes of pursuing his research. Tremalu describes what a ripstick is and how it is used.
Put a lot of energy going uphill and then put a whole bunch of energy going downhill. Keep that up and I can just keep going.
Tremalu has been skating for 5 years and says he has been ripsticking since college. Ripsticking gives him a freedom that he does not get anywhere else.
Oh, there's dangerous fun in that. I love the adrenaline rush. I love just putting myself at risk. There's nothing more that gets me closer to life.
Tremalu talks about what he does not like about skating and what has been his most serious injury.
Falling. Yeah, I'd have to say that falling is probably my least favorite bit of skating. The gnarliest injury I received on my board, I was going down the handicap ramp that leads to Alkek, and I hit a crack, which stopped both my wheels, and I fell, and I think I knocked myself out for a good 30 seconds.
Off the board, Tremalu explains what he would say to people who do not fully understand why he goes fast.
I would have to describe to them that what I'm doing is simply having fun, and it's the best fun I could have.
Regardless of what students think of him, Tremalu says that ripsticking is his life. For Bobcat Update, this is Manuel Garcia. They lick, they wag, and they bark.
Dogs are considered fun, loyal, and energetic. For Storm the Pit Bull, we unleash her story in this Bobcat update.
Vanilla Thompson is a general studies senior at Texas State University and has had Storm since she was a little puppy.
And they let me know that they weren't going to be able to keep the dogs anymore and wondered if I have any suggestions for good families. I couldn't take their older dog, but I was like, I'll take the little puppy. And so I picked her up that night and I've had her ever since.
Thompson describes how Storm has affected her life.
I've been turned down at some restaurants, which is totally illegal. So there's some places that I used to go to all the time that I can no longer visit. She comes with me a lot. Sometimes it's hard to have her come with me to places, but I'd rather have her with me than not have her with me.
At first glance, Storm might appear like a regular dog, but Storm is actually a trained service dog and helps Thompson when she has seizures.
She was trained by sense of smell, so they, I guess, trained her with little artificial scent vials that they place on their body to recreate some type of scent.
Storm is prepared for Thompson's seizures because of special training.
She is trained to push me up against a wall so that I'm not just falling and hitting my heads on corners of tables and things like that. I can just kind of fall down.
The seizures can be traumatic.
I lose sense of time. Things seem like hours when they're really a few minutes. I feel like I got hit by a train the next day. It's like, think of a hangover times like 10.
Storm is always at the ready, and Thompson considers Storm her lucky charm.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make Storm my service dog. And I think I've had 2 since I've been with her, but that was a long time ago.
Thompson describes how important Storm has been in her life.
She's my fam for sure. When people don't understand that, I get so offended because I'm like, This is my thick and thin. Like, she is the most consistent thing in my life.
Thompson encourages the public to know how to deal with fraud service dogs and how to deal with untrained dogs.
You are allowed to call on service dogs if they are disruptive in any type of facility or at any point in time, and you can basically make a call on them.
For Bobcat Update, I'm Manuel Garcia.
Whether they're soaring through the air or straighting the rails at the Texas Ski Ranch, the Texas State wakeboarding team makes a splash in this week's Bobcat Update.
Just a few miles south of campus lies an oasis where extreme sports enthusiasts get vertical. A cable is used to launch the riders through rails and ramps that are scattered throughout the course. Texas State Wake Team founder Jack Gunther looks back on the history of the team.
We started the Texas State Wakeboard team 3 years ago. We started with about 40 members. A dream of ours has been to go to nationals. Over the past 3 years, nationals are very expensive. It's in Las Vegas, and we've not had the opportunity to go. Couldn't afford it. We've been saving up for it, and we've been training really hard. Riders have been getting better and better.
The wakeboarding team is unique.
Just like other sports teams, we're very about the sports. We're about wakeboarding. We practice every week. We push our riders to compete and do well. We also have a great community. We'll go out and ride and practice, and afterwards we'll all go out to dinner together and just hang out for the night.
New people are welcome to join.
All you got to do is fill out the application, pay your dues, and anyone can join the team. Skill level doesn't matter. We take anyone from first-time wakeboarders all the way to professional guys on the team.
For newcomers wanting to wakeboard, Gunther has some words of encouragement.
Tell them not to give up. It takes a little while, but it's pretty easy to pick up. So get them out on the water. They fall 2 or 3 times, but pretty quickly they start to pick it up. And we got plenty of great coaches, people who know what they're talking about. So with the right coaching, we can teach anyone how to wakeboard.
So grab a swimsuit, gear up, hit the water, and shred the gnar with the Texas State Wake Team. For Bobcat Update, this is Manuel Garcia.